Right now, a number of companies in the food and drinks industry especially are robbing workers by cooking the books for workers that cook their food. KFC and Starbucks in particular. And what they're doing is redesignating workers in jobs as apprentices. That means that instead of getting £7.83 as a minimum wage, potentially, they're getting £3.70, half the rate, because they're designated as apprentices. KFC have, for example, advertised positions to do service at the counter or to cook their food and to keep the place clean, and then they call that an apprenticeship. Starbucks, who are well known for dodging taxes, are also now dodging wages. They're advertising for baristas to make and serve coffee, and they then have the cheek to describe that as an apprenticeship. And that's in the situation with the Tory government scheme whereby companies, big companies, with at least £3 million of a wage bill are obliged to pay a pathetic 0.5% into an apprentice's account, are then given back up to 90% of that for training people. So in other words, they're getting it virtually free anyway. And yet they have the cheek to do this trick to avoid paying the minimum wage and to pay the apprentices minimum wage instead. That's double daylight robbery. That's why it's so important that workers in the likes of retail and of food and industry and hospitality are unionised. It's so important that the unions stand up on their hind legs and start to do something about the policies that were passed 3.5 years ago for a £10 minimum wage for all workers. The Scottish Socialist Party continues to campaign for that for all workers over 16 without exception, and for apprentices, so that then this dodge cannot be worked by multinationals who are out to rob the working class to enrich themselves even more.